Greetings, flesh creatures. It is I, Megatron. On behalf of TFYLP, I want to congratulate you for listening to the most refined collective podcast on this miserable little planet Earth. Yes. Here you'll find knowledgeable fans discussing every aspect of Transformers and beyond. Now, enjoy the show while I continue my path to complete conquest of all of you miserable biological entities. Predacons, terrorize!
Hello, welcome to TFYLP episode 409. We are live December 7th. Here, thank you, Rick. You're like, it's nice that you're cutting the tape here while we're live on the show. It's like distracting me. So I'm Lucas. I am here with Nick.
Hello.
And Peter.
Forward, Estron. I'll see you at the Fall Brawl at the War Games.
Yeah. and Rick.
Talking loudly.
Yeah, Rick doesn't have his headphones. He's using his phone to record right now, so there you go. You know, live unboxing of the new Soundwave. What do you think, Rick?
It's nice. I like it.
there you go. That's great. Well, so
can we just get the elephant in the room? Yes, I shaved. Everybody calm the fuck down. And yes, I am trying to go for the Headmaster Don mustache. All right? That's what I wanted. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to shave the middle of my head, leave the sides.
Well, and you got the little soul patch underneath too, right? So
yeah, that's to catch the food.
There you go.
So it doesn't get on my shirt.
So was this like a shaving mishap, or? Yes,
I was going for the Tony Stark Age of Ultron look, and I went a little too far, and it's always easier to take off than it is to put back on. But I'm half Yeti, so it'll grow back to its full strength by tomorrow.
Yeah, that kind of the same thing happened to me whenever I was growing out a beard. As I messed up shaving and was like, well, guess it's coming off again. So.
Yeah. What do you shave? Like once or twice a month?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Your baby.
So, that's the best of us.
Zoldran says that you killed someone with a trident.
It's an Anchorman quote.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's looking for me. I should probably lay low.
There you go. You just be on the compound with your chickens.
Yes. I'm just going to eat eggs now and forever.
So, apparently we can also do just like an oof my wallet, ouch my wallet this week. So, Nick's doing his unboxing as well. We got God Neptune from Hasbro Pulse.
FedEx showed up really late today. Normally I'd have had these open hours ago, but...
Now, did yours come in like a giant
large
box?
The same box they used to ship Studio Series Devastator was the box that this came in. Ridiculously oversized. Although I'm surprised at how big this is, because shouldn't this be the same size as the Unite Warriors boxes? Like, why is it taking over my entire screen right now? It shouldn't be that way.
Because it was... yeah. Well... I mean, I can give you the reason. I don't know if anybody actually cares. But...
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to
know. Unite Warriors happened so long ago, and it was a Takara thing.
Yeah.
Hasbro wouldn't have it. They wouldn't have the dimensions to those boxes on hand. Nor would they have thought to ask for it.
It does seem like there's a lot more pieces in here too, and nothing is really wasted. Although they could have packed some of it below.
Shake it out on the floor.
As you know, this thing blocks out all the fucking light.
But yeah, Hasbro definitely is not thinking through the shipping costs of these things, because that box is crazy, and then the box that it came in, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it came in like the biggest box I think I've ever seen. Like, it's bigger than the BBTS boxes that
They had a bunch of boxes left over from the Java Sail Barge HasLab project, and they just shipped them in that.
So yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. They must be getting like an amazing deal through FedEx or something. So anyway, so tonight, the topic that we're supposed to be doing is a Transformers subline. So a couple weeks ago, that was supposed to be our topic, and we were supposed to cover everything. But of course, in TFYLP fashion, we only got like halfway through. So instead of doing a 3-hour
let's preface
show.
This, Lucas. We got halfway through 2 decades. So we got through like 2000 to 2010, and we got to like 2012.
Yeah, we did.
Ish. I think we missed some things too.
Yeah, but we can get back to them. We can circle back. It's easy enough.
I'm more prepared this time.
I'm not. We've had a rough weekend, so yay.
The ex-wife strikes again.
Actually, yeah, that's part of it. It's good times.
Oh, there you go.
It's always fun.
On the nose. So yeah, where did we leave off?
I think the last thing we talked about were the
Bot shots.
Yeah, we were.
Bot
chatting about bot
shots.
shots.
Bot shots and
Hero meshers.
Hero mashers. That's right. Hero mashers. I was going to say constructor bots, but we covered them too, right?
Kind of, yeah. We talked about how they were packaged and some of the things that didn't happen, and some of the European or rather international variants that didn't make it to America.
Right.
So,
Okay.
So with the Hero Mashers, what was the idea with that? Like, was Hasbro just like, all right, we have this idea, we have this play pattern, let's put it in every single toy line that we have, like all at once, ship it, throw it up on the shelf, like hopefully it'll work out.
You remember that there was a line of Star Wars that never came out from Hasbro? It was kind of like a build, like Constructabots, but for Star Wars.
I did not know that.
And so they debuted it at Toy Fair, but then Lego was threatening to sue Lucasfilm, so Hasbro had to cancel the whole toy line.
Right.
That was like $135 million back, and then Lucasfilm ended up paying Hasbro that money for it.
Ooh.
So that's where the idea of cross-branding came, because they were going to start with Star Wars, and then they were going to roll it into Transformers. So they just took the Hero Mashers idea. You know what? Actually, thinking before that, HeroClix, right? Not HeroClix, the Tactics. That was cross-branded.
Yeah, it was Star Wars and Transformers.
Yeah, and so that was the first cross-branding.
And in terms of that Hero Masher play pattern, I wonder if that doesn't come out of the Iron Man 3 line that they did, that was a 3 3/4 scale, where you would like swap out the arms and legs and create different Iron Man
armors. Yeah.
They just scaled it up, made it cross line.
It might be, but I don't know. That was such a weird thing though, because like my kids didn't seem to care at all. Like I don't know what it was. It was like, put that in, like you would think it would work, but somehow. Yeah, my kids just did not care at all.
Somebody's kids care, because the Marvel ones, some of them are dumb money at this point. I was surprised to see what some of them were selling for when I had bought them in a junker lot.
The Marvel ones seem to disappear and never like come back, whereas the Transformer ones, from store shelves, whereas the Transformer ones just languished forever.
Yeah, and then the RID one showed up at like retail or discount shops.
Yeah, at
like
Ross and stuff.
And Marshalls, and
right.
Now they're ridiculous to try and find. So there was a couple things that we missed here and there. So I'm going to throw something out. We talked a little bit about Alternity, right?
A little bit.
All right, we talked a little bit about Alternity, but Pete, what else was there in the vein of Alternity? Now, for those who need a recap, Alternity is was I guess you could say Takara's attempt to relaunch alternators
At a different
smaller
scale. Yeah, it was at
Slightly
1/32
smaller
scale instead of 1/24 scale.
Just small enough to make my brain twitch. Dope.
Alternity.
Right.
Yeah.
Compared to an alternator.
Yeah.
Big size difference. Big size difference.
Did Hasbro ever
so
think about...
So, Peter, let me ask you, what else was there in the vein of Alternity that we didn't cover last episode?
You mean the GT guys? Is that a separate line, or is that?
I'm sorry. Is your name Peter?
I'm sorry.
I mean, there was the Alternity line itself with all the Seekers and Megatron Black and Silver and the convoys.
Well, Nick already got it.
Okay, so the Diatlas set, right?
Not quite. What did you
Go,
call
Nick,
it?
go.
GT line, Nick?
GT or something like that? I forget what they were.
GT. I thought you were calling it Jeepy, like it's a Jeep.
No. They were GT racers.
Oh,
that thing.
Yeah,
FJ
those
Cruisers.
guys.
Yeah.
So
Is
there
that a
were
model
two
kit?
guys. I think there was just two, right?
There were officially 2, but there were some lunchtime specials that made it out that were in package and yeah.
All right. So this was the Toyota FT Cruiser or FJ Cruiser. I think
FJ,
they
yeah.
only made it for 1 year and realized, what the hell is this? So there's a white and a yellow, which are the easy ones to get, and I guess there's a bunch of lucky draws. But these are very similar to the Protoform, Optimus, and Bumblebee from Takara from the 2007 movie.
Right.
Where you had to... They didn't come out from Hasbro. It was Takara only. They came in the weird curved boxes that the first movie toys came in. And it was just a protoform, and then you would assemble the car parts and the Meteor parts on them. And this is kind of like that. So it's a protoform, which you can see here, and then you assemble the car parts onto it. And this is the thing that exists. And it's actually very similar to that Studio Series Bumblebee that was a Target exclusive.
Right.
Speaking
was
of
there
Bumblebee,
any kind of hoops to jump through to get those, or were they just available at Japanese retail?
They were retail.
These were available at retail, but they didn't last very long because I don't think anybody cared. So I think I paid like $45 a pop for these.
That's not bad.
They went clearance, and then they were on clearance for a while, and then they all disappeared, and then they were all $300.
Are they that much?
Yeah. For a while they were pretty expensive. I don't know where they're at now.
So
That's insanity. I would never pay that for them.
Right.
$100. Okay. All right. It is the season. It's that special time of year where the ghost of Jeebus rises from the grave to feast on the soul of the living. And and if
he sees the shadow, we get 3 more weeks of Hanukkah.
I'll see you at the
That's right. If Jeebus sees a shadow, we get 3 more weeks of Hanukkah, and then we all have to light the Kenya candles.
The Kwanzaa lock.
Did we miss anybody?
Don't eat cow. So I thought we would talk about these for a little bit.
Oh, the ornaments.
Yeah.
These are actually
That's been
licensed.
fun for the last few years. I look forward to that every year.
And how long has it been? 10 years now?
No.
2012.
It's been that long, is it?
6, 7.
All right, look.
It's 2012,
okay, so
I think.
What these are,
Optimus, Megatron.
These are the G1. These are tree ornaments, but they're based off the G1 toy robot modes, like almost to a T. And they're shrunk down. They don't transform. They're nice ornaments. It's Optimus, Megatron,
Starscream,
Grimlock,
Grimlock, Soundwave, Jazz.
Soundwave,
Bumblebee.
Starscream,
And
Bumblebee. Jazz
That's
is the new one this year.
Yep.
So that's 7.
Jazz.
Yeah, 2012 I think was the first year.
Now there's a whole bunch of different Transformers ornaments, but this line has been consistent. And if
Yeah.
there's anything that Hallmark has taught me, is that this line will continue for a long time, just like their Star Wars and Star Trek lines have continued. And I'm really mad because I can't find my Alien and Predator ornaments this year. I don't know where I put them.
Well, I was mad with that line because I didn't get in on it like initially, and the first one's Optimus, and so I don't know what the prices are now, but the prices, yeah, like it's way more than I want to spend on an
in July
ornament.
for what it's worth.
No, I mean like the ornaments themselves are not that expensive if you buy them at Hallmark. What I'm saying is like if I want to get in and I want to have a complete set, in order to get Optimus, like you have to pay a fair amount.
Yeah, he's about $1.50 now.
This was $15 when it came out. I think the Jazz was $20 this year.
He was. I think I got him on They were having some twofer for the new stuff because it was like the week that they came out back in August or July or whenever it was, and I got him for $12 to $15.
Okay.
But yeah, just get on him and make sure you stay on.
This is by far the nicest ornament line, like, you know, FYI, because they do make other Transformers, and it's definitely not as nice.
No.
Yeah.
Like I tried buying another Optimus just to throw it in there, and I was like, nah, I know it's not the same.
Yeah. I will say the Bumblebee. This is the first year I opened the Bumblebee. The Bumblebee is the weird one because he's actually bigger than the G1 toy. All the other ones are smaller than the G1 toy. Bumblebee's bigger.
That's funny.
And Grimlock is the only one that comes in his alt mode. He comes
right,
as the
because
T-Rex.
It's his more iconic form.
Yeah. So, any predictions on what next year's character will be?
Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Oh wow! Look at you guys.
I'm thinking it might be Unicron.
Huh, for the movie.
I don't
Interesting.
know.
For the for the toy.
Oh, okay.
HasLab toy.
Now, if it's a Unicron based on the G1 unreleased, so it fits with the theme.
No, they're not that clever, nor should they be, because that thing's a hot mess.
It's kind of terrible.
Beautiful.
I've transformed it a million times. That thing's it deserves to die.
Oh.
Anyway,
Killing dreams over here, Rick.
when you get into the latter year, so we're like 2013 to today. That's the area we're talking about tonight. It kind of goes all over the place versus what's licensed versus what's officially made. Peter officially made Hasbro rubber minifigures circa 2012.
Officially made rubber minifigures circa 2012.
Oh, sorry, 2014.
Oh, then I definitely know what it is. Come on, you know this.
Hang on, give me a sec. I do. Those 2014. Those definitely.
Yeah, the shit. The shitty shit.
Oh, those things.
Those
I didn't
shit.
hate those.
They were pretty shitty.
They were shitty.
Yeah, this is the shitty line.
Goldie's, what were they? 30th anniversary?
Goldie 30th.
Yeah.
They made like 3 different versions of every character, and they released each different version of every character in 5 different ways. And it was obnoxious.
And the first wave of them was like pretty widely distributed, but then the second wave was just like somewhat hard to find. Like I don't even know if they're in stores, if you just had to find them.
They were in stores.
I've never found any of the second waves.
The second wave,
any
they
of the
dumped
second wave
here.
of the shitty shits, let me know. That second wave includes Shockwave, Ultra Magnus, Rodimus, Grimlock, Bumblebee.
I have multiples extras of those.
I'm pretty sure I have the second wave in at least one form, but I wasn't able to get all the forms across all packaging.
I had the second wave. They were just loose though.
I'm buying. So they came in G1 flavored. They came in Diet Prime, and they came in York of the Moon.
Hang on. That was my dehumidifier kicking in.
Okay.
Sorry.
and they came carded in 3-packs. They came carded loose, and I believe I've even seen some in individual boxes.
I haven't seen the boxes. I've seen the individual cards, the 3-pack cards, and the blind packs.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a licensed item along the same lines, slightly larger.
Keychains?
Not keychains. What do I got?
Oh, the fucking alt modes.
Oh, the... What are those?
No, not alt
Oh,
modes.
yeah. Which ones are you
I
talking
hate those
about?
things.
Not alt modes.
No?
The Smash'ems?
The little...
Oh, not the Smash. I forgot about those too. I got those too.
Oh, yeah.
It's licensed. The Mashables were Hasbro produced. This is licensed. Think Mighty Mugs.
Yeah, the little blind pack guys. With the big heads.
Oh,
no. Get loyal subjects out of here. We're done. No.
Loyal subjects. Yes,
No
that's
one
it.
wants
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, the loyal subjects.
But it's got Starscream and Cobra Commander. And...
Oh, it's hitting me all in the nostalgia buttons, and it hurts.
I have things that I would say, but I won't say them.
Say 'em.
Actually, I want to know what is the. Do you guys not like these? Because
Ask me after the show, and I'll be happy.
I like
to share
them.
my
Okay.
these were
Wow.
incredibly expensive.
They were, and they were ridiculous to find, and
They all showed up at like big lots later on.
Eventually, they did, yeah. And then you know these ones that people were chasing and spending $200 for the Buzzsaw or whoever.
Black Jazz.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
like
don't have. Maybe I have it. I don't know.
transparent green ghost versions of the Seeker cone heads or whatever. It's like, what is this? No.
Yeah. There was all sorts of exclusive Comic-Con New York, Comic-Con San Diego. There were 3-packs. There was like orange G2 Constructicons, green Constructicons. I think they even made yellow Constructicons.
They did for it was for Hot Topic, I believe. They had an exclusive wave that was nothing but redecos.
Some of them, the later ones were kind of cool, like Wheeljack. His cheeks, his ear cheeks lit up. I don't know what you would call
until
them.
the batteries died and you can't replace them.
You can't replace the battery.
Rumble or Frenzy would, There was a redhead slag and a blackhead slag. You got to appreciate they made the most out of what they had. I didn't realize there was hatred for them in the.
I don't hate the designs. I don't hate what they were. Let's all just be glad that they don't currently have the license anymore.
Okay, I mean the dealings of the loyal subjects themselves notwithstanding, I was irritated by their availability, and I mean blind boxes just piss me off.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what it is. I don't want to spend. I don't want to buy a case or 2 cases or 6 cases just
and
to
not get a full set,
and then not get the set, and then I have to sell all these.
If you're gonna sell me a case and I don't get a set, something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Like when we were talking about the SCFs, if I bought a case or I bought there were almost, I think it was two different acts because they came in acts instead of waves. Mm-hmm. 2 different acts. I did not get one of the chase figures. That was it. I got a chase figure almost every time from BBTS. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, look at me running around, and I got my chase figures.
Lucky. I only got one chase figure ever.
I probably was lucky. And so I became spoiled by that luck. So I felt cheated when I was doing these other blind pack things 10, 15 years later. And it's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing now. And oh, no, I clearly don't. And now I'm just throwing money, and I'm not going to get this money back.
Your most loyal customers, not punishing them. If you're not doing that, you're doing something wrong.
I guess they have unloyal subjects. That would be the third-party version.
Yeah.
Unloyal subjects.
I don't know. I mean, I do feel like for the Peters and Nicks of the world, and even myself, like it's nice, like when something like that, if I can just buy a sealed case and I know that the entire wave is in that cases.
Right.
And for like the Micromaster collection, 2003 or whatever it was, 2003 to 2007, you could buy a case and you knew that you had the full set in there, and there was the chance that you had some chase bits in there, but you at least had the base set.
Yeah.
So for the loyal subjects, it would have been okay or more acceptable if I buy a case and I get at least the base set. The crazy redecos and whatever that are hidden in there, I might not get the 1 in 200 whatever version of so and so. That's okay. But if I have 14 long hauls and a Mirage, what?
I think I think I have like 6 Trailbreakers.
Yeah, and you can't get rid of them because everyone has 6 Trailbreakers.
Yeah.
So what was the line where they transformed it was the super deformed ones, but you pushed the little thing to alt mode ones?
Where the heads flipped in and the car flipped out, but the heads were huge. Yeah, that's alt modes. Rick's excited. He's going to get them.
Now, did those have chase
obnoxious
figures?
just because you couldn't tell what you were getting, but they had a little hole that made it you think you could think what you were getting.
You could see in the hole.
I had to be the guy standing in the Toys R Us with a flashlight staring into the boxes.
That's me. Yeah, those guys.
I hate being that guy. Don't make me be that guy. Tell me or don't tell me.
Here's the problem with these. They don't stand up.
Oh, yeah, no.
They can't stand up on their own. They have to exist in their shitty vehicle mode.
In their alt
it's
mode.
G1 Megatron, but he's a tank.
My problem with that line, aside from just the aesthetics, I mean, it's cutesy and it's whatever. It was an interesting line, but every wave, there were 3 waves, or like another one of those 2.5 waves things, but every wave was, okay, so your first wave was whatever, 12, and then the next wave was 8 repacks plus 4 new things, and then the next wave was 8 from the second wave, which included repacks from the first wave, but they were all in new packaging. It was like they kept rehashing the same stuff over and over again. I think it might have been 8 per wave, so there's 24 total, and then but there was recycling them over and over again, so it was a pain in the butt.
You got to give them credit though. They made the most out of those repaints.
Well, they did.
So there's like every Seeker you can want.
Oh yeah, they did. They did Acid Storm, and yeah, it was. Yeah.
They did Yellow Guy.
Banana Storm.
Yeah. They did Yellow, Bumble Storm.
Go banana.
Okay.
Jesus.
Moving on. This is a current toy line. I would say it's not a toy line. It's a different experience. It's Transformers in a different experience.
The card game.
No, we're talking about figures.
Okay.
No, that's a whole other show.
Oh, is it the shampoo guys? Is it the shitty shampoo guys?
No, I do have those up there too.
No. Yeah.
No.
Those have been reissued a couple times too.
This is from Flamme Toys.
Oh, the kits? Model kits?
That's not pronounced flame?
If I had more time in my life, I would open those and put them all together. They look like a lot of fun.
Well, Nick, they actually started that where, people said that they wanted a fully painted and assembled figure.
No, I just mean because I like putting models together. That's fun.
So they actually they actually released the Optimus like that, if you want to get that.
And they said they were going to release more, but the Optimus is the only one that's come out, and it's been a while since this has come out.
Yeah. I don't know how well, that did, just because...
People are buying them. My local model stores can't keep them in stock.
Oh no, the model kits. I'm saying I'm saying the one that was fully assembled and fully painted.
You can't find.
I mean, those are a little more expensive too, though.
This was $60 or $65, brand new.
That's not too bad.
I mean, you can find them online. I'm just saying, I've got like 4 or 5 different like hobby stores in my area, and they cannot keep it in stock. Yeah. As soon as they get them in, they go. Whoop.
So
that's a good thing.
I noticed Barnes and Noble carries these.
Mm-hmm.
Hobby Lobby carries them.
Your local comic shop?
Maybe if they know to order them.
If they know to order them, that's always the caveat with your.
If you have an account with your local comic shop, you can pre-order them.
Yeah.
Hashtag support your local comic shop.
So that leads me up to this. This was something I talked about on Oof My Wallet last week. but it's pertinent to the conversation. So, we are talking figures, right? But this is a book. This is based off the Evergreen art.
Yep.
Right? It's got some new characters that we've never seen in Evergreen before, like Hot Rod.
Oh my god.
There's Evergreen Hot Rod. And
Hoot rude.
oh, I think that was it, actually, just Hot Rod. But it's got this. This is the important thing.
Right, the little
It's
figures.
got a collection of figures inside of it. It's
They're
got
little
Hot
3-year-olds
Rod
can match them
Optimus.
up.
Yeah, it's got Hot Rod, Optimus, Bumblebee, Megatron, Soundwave, Starscream, and then it's got a Megatron, Optimus, and Bumblebee in vehicle mode. So this was $12. They keep them by the door at Barnes & Noble, so you can just walk right in, take it, and leave.
Do not.
free.
No,
we don't recommend that.
TFYLP does
They're
not.
right by the door. So it's like when you go to the Asian market, they have all those newspapers that you take and you put in your bird's cage when you come home. They're free, right? Same as this. You just pick. They got a whole bunch. They got My Little Pony. They got
Oh, it's the pony one?
They got Paw Patrol. You just take one and just, hey, thank you, and just go. All right. So that was it as far as examples I quickly grabbed.
Now, what about the ones you can slowly grab?
I was having a hard time thinking of what was a pertinent line that's actually come out in the last couple years. Because Rescue Bots has become its own thing.
Rescue Bots is a
So I
thing.
would have said Rescue Bots in the beginning. We talked about
We didn't talk about GoBots. Maybe
We
we
didn't
should.
talk about
Potato
GoBots.
Head.
We didn't talk about like Chopper Charlie and Airlift Andy and Patrolman Pete.
I know.
I love it.
I feel those all fall under the evolution of what Rescue Bots is.
I'll give you that.
As a concept, and then later on as a full-fledged line with its own cartoon show. Even GoBots had a cartoon show.
Yep.
We're talking about GoBots Transformers, not GoBots Tonka from the 80s.
GoBots. Yeah.
Is the Rescue Bots Academy, did they cancel that, or is that still going?
I don't think it's officially canceled, but
No announcement has been made.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're still making the toys, so
Right.
kids love those toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they make big toys. And the coolest Rescue Bot, it's this dude right here.
Yeah.
Grimlock, which turns
My
into a
godson
motorcycle,
loves that figure.
which you
It's
can
his
repaint and put like your Zartan figure on or whatever. Or you can repaint this. Oh, you know what? This will be a good motorcycle for Crocmaster.
Oh.
I know what repaint I'm doing. All right, so other examples, and I was having a hard time like nailing them down. So we had a whole collection of minicons released, both in universe, minicons throughout the Unicron trilogy, minicons put into movie line as repaints. So I wouldn't count those. I mean, we did a whole show on crossover lines. We talked about the Ghostbusters guys. We talked about the Street Fighter guys. We talked about the Disney Transformers. Right? It occurs to me, and I wouldn't even group this in because this was a full-fledged line. Robot Masters.
Yeah.
That was a full-fledged line, I would say. Yeah. Right? We talked about bot shots.
Mm-hmm. Talked about SCF.
There was something we didn't. I mean, it is a full-fledged line, but I don't know if you would consider it as for this conversation. All right. This was started off as Dark of the Moon, then it spun into its own thing, and then it tried to become Mask.
Oh yeah, we're talking Speed Stars.
the Rip'ems.
Oh yeah.
RPMs.
Well, that's a Speed Stars. RPM started as RPMs in Revenge of the Fallen, and then became Speed Stars for Dark of the Moon, and then became Stealth Force after Dark of the Moon.
You're right, because there was that Devastator set.
Yeah, Devastator
Right.
Showdown, Devastator Desert Showdown, something like that. Yeah.
Right.
I still need a
So,
stupid amount of
It's
these
a car.
things.
It's made by Hasbro. It's a Hot Wheel. It's meant to compete with Hot Wheels, and they're great because they're the same size and weight as Hot Wheels.
They're
They got
fully
They work on
compatible.
Hot Wheel tracks.
But the problem is, it falls into the repaint of Doom cycle, where there's only like 4 flavors, and they repaint them every which way.
See,
So
but like
it's
from
like,
the
how many
numbering and what's
Bumblebees?
missing, it feels
Right.
like there was more planned that just never happened. Is that right?
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
were.
that
There
is
was a
right.
whole bunch. So there was a whole line of G.I. Joes that was prototyped and tooled that never got released. They never even got shown. I remember there was the Hiss Tank, the Vamp, and then as soon as these came out, it was as soon as they came out for Speed Stars, I pitched a whole War for Cybertron line
Yeah.
for these guys, and it never got beyond the pitch. So
yeah, they
these
were
were basically canceled.
Yeah.
When they came out,
That's so weird because they went on for years afterwards. Like
but they
that's
didn't
the-
make any new ones, did they?
They
That's
made
true.
there was like 15 different molds. I just went through all these at home or at place the other day. There's about 15 different molds or so, but yeah, the repaints of Doom, like you said, just
Yeah.
and then repacks and repacks. It's like this guy paired with
And
that guy, and
card
that guy
variants.
paired with this guy, and yeah.
And there's a
And then
million
the
card
numbering-
variants, a million bubble variants.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're packed vertically, they're packed horizontally, then they're
Yeah.
packed in 2-packs, then they're packed in 2-pack that weren't 2-packs, they were bonus pack.
A smooth bubble versus a rectangular bubble, right? There were the ones that came with a figure later on, right? And there was a whole line of those figures that never came out even after that.
Oh, and yeah, and then there were the stealth guys, and all the stealth guys had a card variant where it said where it said Speed Stars, and then some of them said Speed Stars, exact same packaging, except underneath it was printed "Reveal the Shield," because that was a line that had died 4 years prior. So let's just put it on there. Why not? I don't know.
This is where I feel like for the packaging variant collectors must be going
It's
nuts.
a nightmare, dude. I've got a whole section.
It does
of-
drive me a
of
little batty.
just Transformer Hot Wheels, and it's only like the same. It's like the same 4 toys over and over again.
My Smack stats and see where I'm at with RPMs and Speed Stars.
I guarantee you're beating me, Peter.
Guarantee I'm beating most people.
I don't know. I was.
I'm not most people.
Hey, I have the employee exclusive one.
Ooh.
Not that. Okay. But that's
There
probably
we
not
go.
listed on Smack.
I might have an extra one for you.
Hey.
It was an employee.
Roast
holiday
and bill you for it,
exclusive.
Peter.
It was a Bumblebee that they redecoed. Has
Surprise!
employees, and it's got like Christmassy stuff, like snow falling, and then at the bottom says Hasbro employee exclusive.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
That was the only year we ever did anything like that. So, RPMs, again, I don't know if they fall into that category because there's so many of them.
There's a lot of them.
What else is there? I mean, I would say it's kind of been laxed in the last
I mean,
couple of years.
Did we
Actually-
count the Star Wars crossovers? I mean, I guess that was his own show probably, or Marvel crossover toys.
The Marvel and Star Wars crossovers were their own lines. They weren't part of the main lines, but they were pretty expansive. I mean, the Star Wars
Yeah.
ones especially got multiple reruns and multiple retools and multiple
Yeah.
redecos, and then they added that second scale, the little
Yeah.
ones. You know, they were basically Legends class figures, but they were $12 a piece, and it's like, why? Oh, because Star Wars. Okay, they're coming for my wallet. Gotcha.
And they focused heavily on the vehicle mode.
Guess who's got two left
To be
hands?
exact.
Oh no!
What is that?
Two left hands.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, hey, I'm sure the Hasbro Pulse will
I
hook
mean-
you up, right?
yeah, it was only $200 though.
God.
So-
I'm sorry,
I
we
have
don't
to
have
open
any
my set.
replacement product.
It was
Well,
only
since
$200,
you-
man,
something-
so
We'll send you another figure of equal value.
You'll get a War for Cybertron Siege Soundwave. They might even send you a War for Cybertron Springer.
Fuck.
That sucks. That is $200. $200. You expect the thing to like come the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. That is a bummer.
Yeah. And that you can't just flip the hand around.
I mean,
You'll know it's there, but for display value.
he'll never hold a gun, but
Oh. You just gotta drill it out.
his thumb's on the bottom. Ugh. If anybody has a spare hand,
Posted everywhere.
Maybe someone has two.
Somebody has the other one that had the two right hands.
Yeah, maybe someone has two right hands.
Yeah, what are the chances of you two finding each other?
You know, if
maybe
this
you'll
were a
fall in love.
BotCon toy, I'd just go to the booth and get a replacement hand.
Maybe you'll fall in love. You'll find that person with the lefty, and you're a righty, and you guys can just sit across from each other and just use
All
each
right,
other's
so-
hands.
I'm number 12 on RPMs, which is surprising. But the variance between number 12 and number 3 is only like 15 figures, so that's doable. But it's all redecos and repacks, so
There you go, Peter. Something else to hunt.
always.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
What is RPMs under on Schmex?
Revenge of the Fall.
So that doesn't have everything then, right?
Well, the thing about RPMs and Speedstars is they were numbered by sub-series. It would be like Metal Heroes Collection and Combat Collection, whatever, and it would be like 1 of 8, 2 of 8, but like
Yeah.
number 3 and number 7 never came out.
Didn't exist.
Yeah, and you're just like, so what the hell am I?
I know. You should just kill yourself.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah, I mean your ex-wife wants you to, so but all of them.
No. She needs that child support.
I'm number 19. You've beaten me by quite a bit.
So, I kind of feel like the Evergreen line has taken over, right? Did we talk? We talked Angry Birds.
We did not.
Oh yeah,
We mentioned
we
it, but
haven't
we
talked
didn't
about
get to it.
that.
Okay, so Angry Birds. Angry Birds used to be a popular thing that kids used to play. It was a video game.
And a movie.
Came out in 2010.
Yeah. So, there was even an Angry Birds Transformers comic book by IDW. It was not in continuity in the main line.
Thanks, science.
Unlike the Transformers Avengers crossover, which was in the continuity for Transformers.
No, it wasn't.
It
Yes,
was,
it
and
was.
when Collected Works, they have to edit it out.
Wait, in whose fucking continuity?
In the Furman
IDW
continuity, it fits
mainline
in
continuity.
between. Yeah, it fits in between infiltration and escalation.
But does anything relevant happen there? Because I don't remember anything relevant happening there.
In the
Ramjet.
Spotlight Ramjet,
Yeah.
the Spotlight Ramjet focuses heavily on the aftermath of the Avengers crossover.
Oh, that's really dumb.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid. But it's okay
Yeah.
because Ramjet immediately dies in the Ramjet Spotlight. Spoiler for something that came out 15 years ago, guys. But, spoiler alert.
Hey, they were gonna do that on book club.
Yeah. Even though he dies, he gets better.
He does. He does. All the
They
Coneheads get better.
They all suffer from Optimus Syndrome. So Angry Birds Transformers. Let me grab one.
Angry Birds. The best toilet game ever made.
All right, so here they are. Right. It was kind of a precursor to Bot Shots, right?
Well, they were
Where
after
you-
bot shots, though, weren't they?
Where's these before or after Bot Shots?
Those came out after. Like, they started concurrently, and then they stuck around a little bit after.
Okay. I don't even know anymore, man. I don't know. It's just
They had this
stuff
feature
on the
where you
wall.
could scan the thing into your game, and
Yeah,
you'd get a
it's
power
in
up from
toy.
scanning the toy into your game.
This is all. I mean, it just you put it on the wall and it all just kind of melts together.
I hear that.
Yeah, teleport figure into the app. It says it right there. So it
I
comes
think
with
the app is
Matrix
still working.
stand,
I
and
think you can still
build the
download
Matrix-
it.
What's that, Lucas?
I think you can still download the app even. Like from
That's
the.
unfortunate.
But you can't
From
download
the
the
App
original
Store?
Angry Birds, apparently.
Oh,
I
really?
missed it. I was like, oh, cool, I want to go play Angry Birds again. That was fun. Waste of time, and apparently it doesn't exist in that format anymore.
Huh.
So I have to
You
see
can
if
get
any of
Angry
my old
Birds
phones
2.
work.
Angry Birds 2 is a thing, and I have it on my phone.
Apparently they've all become like bloatware adware now, where like everything is, oh, but you have to watch 5 billion ads, and it's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. But that's how you get the free life.
Just want it to be fun again.
So, we were talking about all these different lines that exist. Did we talk about Kerplunk?
Kerplunk?
Kerplunk, like the game with the sticks and marbles.
Was that a
Oh,
No.
Kerplunk, I'm sorry.
Q-Punk?
Cupunk, yeah, the New
Cupunk,
York
that's
Cupunk,
it.
the New York Comic Con exclusive
That
Autobot
was
versus
supposed-
Decepticon Cupunk.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was supposed to be a whole huge thing, a whole huge line, and they
That didn't
only
happen.
ever came out with the San Diego, New York Comic Con 2-pack. It's
Uh-huh.
beer pong for kids.
Yep, that's right.
It's just beer pong for kids. It's literally what it is. It's a cup. You have a cup. I have a cup. We've got ping pong balls, and we try to bounce them into the other guy's cup.
How is that supposed to be more of a line than
And then
that?
it's weird if you have two girls in one cup, but that's another show. So don't Google that.
No.
So there was a whole line plan for it, and they had this whole big display at Hasbro for it. But like New York Comic Con came and went, and was like, "Goodbye, Kapunk.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you the box."
Along with the 2 Nerf guns they did right around then, there was an Optimus and a Bumblebee Nerf gun too.
Yep.
I still need the goddamn Optimus.
Here it is, the infamous Kapunk. It's actually it's a nicer box than what Unicron's coming in.
Be really careful with that filigree on the front. That stuff comes off, flakes off really easily.
Boo.
Yeah. I haven't opened this. I don't remember what they look like. But yeah, the object is to sink your ball in your cup and light it up. If you're the first to knock down the shot, you'll hear the sweet sound of victory. Yeah, you rock. But if your bud beats you to the punch, too bad. So sad. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. It actually says that on the box.
Wow. Who wrote that up?
Was
it
the
you?
thing that happened.
Rick, was it you?
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing until like the week before Comic Con. It
Jesus
comes
God.
with 2 electronic Kapunk cups, 6 Autobot cards, 6 Decepticon cards, 6 official Kapunk balls, and instruction guide. And then you can learn how to do trick shots where you shoot it between your legs.
Where it
these
looks like
boys.
it looks like urine.
It looks like these boys are having a lot of fun together because they're awkward and they don't have girlfriends because they're playing Kapunk. It's just a repetitive. It's a cycle of madness.
Come on,
Now,
you
now
can
this
use
was
that
the
game to
thing
pick
that
up
was
all
actually
these-
released.
get a
Like, this
girlfriend.
isn't like a joke.
No, that was a New York Comic Con exclusive piece, and it
Yeah. You
yeah.
can't get a
Got mine.
girlfriend because you play Kapunk, so you play more Kapunk because you can't get a girlfriend.
Vicious cycle. No girlfriend's gonna be bragging that her man's a Kapunk master.
2011. That was the same year as the RC Bumblebee set. It was like the only time there was a New York Comic Con.
So, so when this came out as a Comic-Con exclusive, like, did someone see it in package and was like, "Holy God, what did we do? You got to cancel this whole thing." Like,
I think somebody in management said, "Did we just make beer pong for kids?"
I can see that
the
being
whole
the
thing.
thing, and just like no.
It's dead. That was the same year that we came out with Nerf Transformers, where I don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
Transformer guns, but it had like Nerf comic. It had IDW comic book pages wrapped all around it.
Yeah.
Right. And then that was the same year it came with the Taxi Cab Bumblebee and Pink Breast Cancer RC.
Nick said earlier that if you have an extra Optimus one, that he's looking for one. The Nerf gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find them. Probably still selling them at New York Comic Con.
That one is actually stupidly expensive compared to the Bumblebee. Last time I looked. Yeah.
What do those sell for?
They were a hell of a lot more than I wanted to pay. That's what I remember. I'd have to go and look.
I think they were $60 when they were at the show.
That seems like a lot for a Nerf.
That's because that's a lot.
Yeah. I think Hasbro was expecting... We had the largest footprint of any place there. And I think Hasbro was expecting, like, San Diego Comic-Con numbers. Yeah. And it's like, only 20,000 people showed up. We made 40,000 exclusives.
Yeah, New York Comic Con is not my favorite show for that very reason. It only actually sells for $60 to $70, maybe $80 with the shipping. But like, nobody ever lists them for that. They only ever list them for like $200 because they're smoking crack. I guess I don't know. I'd be happy to buy one for $80.
It's only worth what you're willing to pay, Nick.
I know my limits. I know what I'd be willing to pay. And
someone could list this Soundwave for $200, and I'll be like, "Sorry, Collectatron, I'm gonna go buy this at the store for $49."
Collectatron.
Lucas is just going to delete this whole show.
We're looking forward to getting feedback later in the week. So.
Yeah, I think I'm waiting on Paul to send me a box too. So hopefully he doesn't, put inappropriate things on the outside of it.
Oh, but that's the best. I love getting love notes from Paul.
So, love notes for Paul. I'm trying to think. Are there any other lines that we missed, Peter, that you're thinking of?
Keshi and Battle Masters.
Battle Masters. Remind me again about Battle Masters. Was that the punching thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right, those were really bad.
They came out around Age of Extinction. They were really bad. They didn't transform, but it was like Prowl, Starscream, Megatron, Grimlock, 3 different Optimus Primes, and it was just Rock'em Sock'em robots, and it was only and a barricade, I think. Yeah, those things.
So what you would do is, in the back, you would shove your fingers into their calves, right here.
Oh my!
And that would activate the punching feature, and I didn't know that until just now. And this is the only set I own because this was the only exclusive. And I thought, let me get the exclusive because that would be the tough one to find. This is the easy one to find out of all of them because nobody bothers listing them.
Because they all hit super deep discount and kids tore them to shreds.
And they're not worth the shipping is oftentimes the problem.
I mean, these two look the most like the characters, but all the other ones don't look like characters. Hey, Nick, what character is this? What character is this?
I mean, only because I know it's Grimlock, but it doesn't look anything like him.
Yeah.
Is it Bulkhead? Because it looks like Bulkhead.
That's Optimus, jerk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they all look like Bulkhead. That was the problem. They all look like Transformers Prime Bulkhead. So what you do is... Oh, and there's little handles here.
I mean, why use 30 years of branding to create character design? Why not just start fresh and do something completely different that doesn't make any sense?
Yeah.
We'll see the Grimlock has the little teeth on his neck, so that's how you know it's movie Grimlock.
Well, at least he's almost movie Grimlock. Almost. The rest of them, though, are unforgivable.
Yeah. I think it was Starscream and Barricade were probably the worst ones, because they were just like generic Robot Man.
Yeah.
Like, if they
here's a show idea.
didn't have Transformers slathered on the box, I would have thought for sure they were just, generic robot toy.
Kmart toys. So, here's a show
Mars
idea. Let's
robots.
do a show on all the horribly licensed movie 1 and 2 tchotchke that exists out there.
Oh my God.
Got
Like,
some-
I'm got my boxes, huh?
Chess. I'm talking
Stratego,
Dorito-
Jenga.
Dorito bags,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm
The
talking
Lunchables.
Tasty cakes, M&Ms. You name it. They made USB drives, sunglasses, fishing kits.
Radio Shack had an entire line.
Oh, I have those right here.
He has them
I
right
went
there.
to Radio Shack.
How do you have them right
The
there?
movie came out.
How?
His
How?
favorites. They're his favorites.
I went to Radio Shack the weekend the movie came out, and I spent like $400, and I got one of everything. There was like little racing Bumblebee and Barricades, little racing Optimus. There was
was
racing set.
There was the throw
like
Starscream.
drones.
There was like, it wasn't even like a drone. It was like a Starscream with a propeller on the back that you threw, and it was supposed to. Yeah, it was. Bad.
It did nothing.
It was foam.
I
It was
didn't
foam
even
with a
take mine out of the
propeller.
box. I threw it, and it did nothing.
Same.
It didn't fly or anything.
Barricade.
Oof.
Nick, of all the things, how do you manage to have these right at hand?
Remote control blackout.
Oof.
Yeah.
Does this not fly? I thought it flew. Oh, it does
flies.
fly.
It flies.
And
10
that
foot
thing,
maximum height.
That thing was like what, $75 brand new?
I don't know. I got them cheap from somebody who was selling a collection. I just didn't have them, so I kept them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like when you guys start pulling out your like Dorito bags and Tasty Cake bags, and your bags of razors and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I got those over there.
Yeah, I got all.
I'm the one that
shaving
broke the
cream and
story.
everything.
I broke the story at Sabertron and TFW on the Razor display for Dark of the Moon, I think, or Age of Extinction, or one of them. I was like,
Yeah, there was a whole
Found the
shaving
display.
cream tie-in. I got all the shaving bottles and razor blades, and that's expensive because I don't shave, right? I'm paying $17.99 for a little box of razors that have Bumblebee on it that I'm never going to use. I shave with a machete or a straight razor, like a man.
Oh.
That's why I only shave, once a year, whether I need to or not. Yeah, I'm not naturally handsome like Peter.
I'm naturally hairless. It's terrible. This is a wig.
I know. Curse you and your beautiful hair.
I got that alopecia.
You got a line of hair going right across your forehead, you bastard. Look at that.
Now, are there Transformers soda cans? And if so, do you keep them sealed or open them? Because I know you had mentioned before the Lunchables and stuff. You toss the food. But...
There
right.
was it? What's the soft drink? The fruit stuff
Last
yeah. What was the
Last
brand?
night, it was
it
Sunkist soda.
Sunkist?
And grape
Thank you.
soda.
Right, and the pineapple
Was there a pineapple one too?
and a strawberry. Yeah, I have. I think one of each of all four, either from the 2-liter or the 20-ounce.
So
And
I
I cut the labels off the bottle and threw out the bottle and kept the labels. Those are
You're
upstairs. I can
killing
forget.
Rick. He's didn't know that there was these variants.
I knew there was a whole bunch of bottles for the first movie,
Yeah.
but then for last night, I only ever found the cans, and I bought the whole case of cans, like
Couldn't
12
find the
pack of
cans.
cans, and never
Yeah.
even opened them. So I
I was
have
looking- I couldn't find 'em.
I'm like, soda. I don't drink soda. Oh,
So you have all this stuff, all the shaving cream and soda cans you don't drink.
In terms of stuff with liquid goods, I have started emptying those things because if I store them long term, I'm worried about them exploding or otherwise ruining everything all around them. So I have tried really hard to start draining that kind of stuff. I have to go back and figure out what to do about all the Try Me battery toys because those are all going to start exploding if they haven't already.
you remember that GI Joe line Sigma 6, and they had a little light in them?
Mhm.
I remember walking through the warehouse one day, and like you just saw all these little blinking lights. This was like 5 or 6 years later after they came out, and those little lights were still going. Like it was a 6-inch GI Joe line, and they had a little LED that would just class to try and get a kid's attention.
Yeah.
And that's all it did, and just did that for years.
It's like the BotCon 2001 RC. I can't tell you how many years
Don't
afterwards.
underestimate me.
Mine finally
I'm
died.
more than just a pretty face. Stop talking to me,
Anytime the
RC.
sunlight would hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that technology existed. Like, oh, light activates the voice box? That's amazing.
I thought it was because I lived in the dark, and I thought it was the door. And so I'm like sitting in my room in the dark, and they're like, well, it doesn't work in the... The door is busted, but it only works sometimes. This thing... And then I wouldn't touch it at all. It'd just be on a shelf. And then, shut up. Just stop. Stop talking. And there's a variant there, too, because there was one with the voice chip and one without.
Yes. I think the one with the voice, was it there like a whole... Whatever it was at the dinner, or the pre-order, right?
Yeah.
So... It's less than 300. Anyway, that's our show for tonight.
Didn't say do anything else.
Keshi, we gotta
There you
talk
go.
about
Oh, yeah, if we're going to talk about Keshi, we got to talk about reaction.
Oh, yeah. What?
So, you do that.
No reaction?
Hang on, I'm having... what?
Oh, and BotBots. We didn't talk about
Oh, we haven't even talked about BotBots, yeah.
That's its own thing, and you're going to want
That's
Christian
its own
on that show.
line.
Yeah, it'd be mean if we did that without Christian.
Yeah.
You know what?
reaction
I
is
think we can go for
the...
another hour. Let's talk about that.
Oh, no.
You know what I think we should do is we should have whoever the brand manager is over BotBots, whenever they officially are going to cancel it, like they should have them on our show to announce it to Christian personally.
Oh.
Like, sorry, buddy, Wave 7 ain't going to happen.
That would be brutal.
I really want to know, like, what was the pitch meeting? Like, is it
These
like...
These are Shopkins with
How do we
Transformers.
compete with
The
Shopkins?
littlest pet
We
shop
want to
team
beat
was out of
Shopkins.
business, and the littlest pet shop's like, what are we going to do now? Littlest Star Wars? Nah, screw that. Littlest Transformers! And we got
It's
Pop-Pop.
it's Shopkins. Kids love blind pack Shopkins
Yeah.
stuff. They
I
want
think they're
to
great,
Right.
honestly. I think of the Shopkins line, like of those types of figures or whatever. I actually think the BotBots did it the best.
Yeah, kids love BotBots.
Okay, so Keshi. Nick, spin us up on Keshi.
It's Muscle. If you remember Muscle from the 1980s, it's that. But Super 7 took the brands that weren't Mattel brands and branded them as Keshi, which is the Japanese name for that sort of toy.
And made them super expensive.
They do have some difficulty with all of their pricing for some reason. It always makes me scratch my head, but they make a good product. I will say that.
I don't even have any of those, because I always I have to buy the whole case? How much is
Yeah,
the case?
the case is like $1.25 or so, but you get all of them.
Yeah, you get a full set, so can't complain.
See, I wasn't sure about that, so that's
Yeah.
why I never bought the set.
I can confirm to you, you do in fact get a full set when you buy a case.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can't
they're
confirm,
still
but my
available.
buddy Nick said that if you buy a full case, you get the full set. So I bought a full case and didn't open it. So I can confirm that I believe that man.
I got it from the source. Let's just say.
And speaking of Super 7, so it's how many molds and in how many
It's
colors?
6 molds, 4 colors each. And they only did one series so far. It was an Autobot series and a Decepticon series.
There
So
was
I guess
second
They
that's
had
wave.
8
showed
molds.
prototypes, right, for another one, for another series.
Yeah, there's a second wave planned, or at least
Yeah.
shown at some point.
That was like 4 years ago, man.
It was like 2. It was like maybe.
In the meanwhile, they have been doing their reaction figures, which are their vintage Star Wars style 5 POA figures.
Mm-hmm.
And those are pretty rad. I like them a lot, but again, they run into that pricing issue where they're all $18 a pop. So I think that a lot of people balk there. But it's a perfectly fine product. I love the items. I think they're great for what they are. I get why they exist.
Those.
If you love Star Wars toys from the 80s,
Yeah.
that's what these are.
Yeah.
And I love the vinyl tape on Alpha Drug, because you can take it and you could put it on your Lando Calrissian, and now he'll have a purple cape like he deserves.
I wish that for the Transformers reaction figures, they had made them a little bit more like the Action Masters, like in terms of looks, so you can slot them in with those missing characters. That would have been my only wish for that line. But I'm happy with them as they are. And there have been some fun redecos, including 4 that were released or went up for order on
Black Friday.
Black Friday this past
And they
week.
were all black repaints. See what they did there.
But they were all homaging something that exists, but now brings it into. So you've got your Magnificus and your Black Megatron and your Black Convoy and what was the other one?
Stepper.
Jazz.
Stepper.
Jazz.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. And then there. Go ahead.
It's my wish for Christmas. Peace on earth, whatever. It's my wish that one day, if there is a live-action Alpha Trion, that there's only 2 actors who can really play him.
And they're dead.
Billy D. Williams or Christopher Walken.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Look, Prime, you gotta use the Matrix. You've got the touch.
I'm kind of surprised with the.
And I hit.
But imagine if Billy D did Alpha Trion. I mean, that'd be one smooth Alpha Trion.
Works every time.
Those Super 7 figures, I'm kind of surprised they've actually caught on a little bit. I saw them in Target now. So
yeah, they had the 2 exclusive ones at Target, which drive me insane because I can only find one.
I haven't seen either of them at my store.
Oh, I saw them at
all
mine.
over the place here. Do you need them?
I do. Yeah.
All right.
And it's like a shiny, silvery Megatron and a dead Optimus, right?
I saw the dead Optimus at mine, so.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the Super Cyborgs that they did,
Yeah.
which are like the Shogun Warrior style, but smaller. Where the chest comes off and you can see the inner workings.
Yep. And
then they made them in clear, and then they made them in solid colors. There's Soundwave, Optimus Megatron, and there's Cobra Bat coming out, which I'm undecided if I'm going to get or not. And soon there's the Shogun Warrior Optimus coming out.
Yep, the big 24-incher.
Like
yeah.
I have no idea how I'm going to get that from California. No idea.
Yes, baby.
Road trip?
Maybe.
You might know a guy.
Anyway, I think it's time to call it a night.
Tapping out, huh, Rick?
Coast time.
Yeah.
And I still have to go upstairs and see Rachel Maddow, so.
There you go. I was going to mention tomorrow night, Microcasters live on the tftalk.net Facebook page at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Still not sure which figure we're doing. I guess Anna was debating on which one, so we'll find out tomorrow when she posts the preview. And then Wednesday night, we are going to be doing another edition of Oof My Wallet. So check that out. That should be a lot of fun as well. So that is on the YouTube page at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. So, and then whatever Rick wants to send us is his cut the tape. It should be lots of fun. Last week he did a full unboxing of Snake Mountain, so that was a lot of fun.
I think I might do the Jabba sail barge this week.
Oh, there you go. Wow, you haven't opened that yet either?
No, and then because I was looking for my Castle Grayskull and I don't know where it is. I haven't opened that one either. So I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be Jabba sail barge this week.
There you go. Do you have the perfect spot for it?
I have an idea of where it's going to go. Yeah,
on the stairs.
I got my clear wire, so I'm going to start hanging my Star Wars stuff from the ceiling.
Good deal. Book club this week is going to be More Than the Mean CIA issues 14 through 16. So check that out. That's on Sunday nights at the same time, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. That's on the Discord channel. And if you want to join us on our Discord, the links on YouTube or on our social media. So.
Rick, you know there's a variant on that bot, right?
Is there?
Uh-huh. Light green and dark green.
Oh,
yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, isn't
I
it
don't
like
have
whether or
every
not
bot
it's the blind pack or the multi-pack, right?
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, I have all the multi packs and all the different, and then like I just get these whenever because
Yeah.
I'm not in love with these. So
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks everyone in the chat for joining us tonight. Zaldra and Catherine, Big Daddy Reviews, Alex.
he's gonna review you.
I think that's
your legal case. No, he's not. I've been trying to.
so. All right. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week.
See you next week, everybody.